XRP, wow. XRP attorney wants to investigate Gary Gensler. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you guys here today. We got a green day. That's really, really positive. Obviously, nothing major, but it is green nonetheless. So today we are up 2%. 2% is better than no percent. Also taking a look down here in our RSI, we're starting to climb up through this green background. We have not busted back through the yellow line, our market baseline. Once we do, we get that nice potential boost to the upside. Obviously, last time it was a fake up and then the big move down. But today we are tracking. We did run exactly into our supply and demand zones we talked about. We will jump into the charts today. We're going to look at the weekly, daily, 4-hour for XRP. We'll take a look at Ethereum and Bitcoin in the charts as well. But getting right to the headline, pro XRP attorney launches petition to investigate the SC chair's Gary Gensler connections with Sam Bankman-Fried. And those of you that are new to the channel and not subscribed may have missed, we've been covering this. Sam Bankman-Fried went to MIT. Gary Gensler, the head of SEC, was there teaching a class on blockchain at MIT. And then we also have Caroline Ellison, who is the CEO of Alameda, who was dating Sam Bankman-Fried. Glenn Ellison, her dad, worked at MIT, professor of economics at MIT, was actually Gary Gensler's boss. So they're all in it. They know each other very well. They all have, what were they talking about behind closed doors? What were they doing at those meetings at the White House? Why are they trying to take out Ripple? What's the real meaning behind all of this? It will all come out in the wash.
If you're ready to earn an extra $200 to $3,000 per day in passive income, just like the Run Guys do every single day, then like this video, subscribe to the channel, then click the link in the description of this video to learn the Run Guys' #1 way to start earning passive income online with crypto today.
And XRP supporter John Deaton, who has also filed his own amicus brief in support of XRP or Ripple, and he's representing XRP members in the actual lawsuit, is launching a public campaign aimed at convincing lawmakers to probe Securities and Exchange Commission Chair Gary Gensler and his ties to Sam Bankman-Fried at FTX. Deaton's petition on change.org has garnered more than 3,000 signatures at this time, only so far. It needs to pump way higher. You want to talk about pumping something? This needs to pump. And a message portal on his website, Crypto Law, has reportedly generated 12,500 messages that Deaton says have reached every senator and almost every member of the House of Representatives. I'm going to go ahead and read this petition here for you guys because this is important, and I would like for you to make your way over to change.org after finishing this video and after clicking the link down in the description to become a partner with us, the Run Guys. But go to change.org and sign this petition. The SEC's job is to protect investors, but Gary Gensler, as chair, has failed to protect retail digital asset holders over and over. Now, evidence has emerged that proves that Gensler met with the mastermind of what may be one of the biggest frauds in American history, not crypto history, but like bigger than Enron, bigger than every Ponzi scheme that you've ever heard of. Sam Bankman-Fried before the multi-billion-dollar collapse of FTX. This is bigger than Bernie Madoff. So public documents have revealed that Chair Gensler and his senior staff were meeting with Bankman-Fried about a no-action letter while a massive fraud was going on right under the SEC's nose. And also SEC, Sam Bankman-Fried, Gary Gensler, they were all planning and they were all lobbying for certain regulation within crypto, their rules, not yours. This is not the first time Gensler has been under the ethical cloud, like when he was the subject of an inspector general investigation while he was chairman of the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC. It's time for a full congressional investigation of Gensler's role in one of the biggest financial frauds in American history, particularly since he has reserved the SEC's enforcement resources for regulation by lawsuit against non-fraud cases against crypto companies like Library and Ripple. So very powerful words there coming from Deaton. Very exciting of us being able to help fight back against the tyranny that is the SEC Deaton claimed success on Twitter on Wednesday amid news that the House of Representatives Financial Services Committee planned to hold a December hearing about FTX's recent collapse. Now, I will tell you this. Doesn't matter what political spectrum you come from. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, he was the number 2 donor to Democrats. Yeah, that's true. But you know what? He was donating to both sides. Everyone was taking Sam Bankman-Fried's money because they wanted to just get free money. And then Sam Bankman-Fried would come up with the rules and regulations for crypto. And then he was literally going to be the crypto Federal Reserve. That's what I've been telling everybody for like literally a year now on this channel, talking about how crazy and corrupt that guy was. He was the one shorting every one of these massive, massive crashes lately. Now, do those companies potentially go out of business without the shorting of FTX? You know, maybe not, because FTX's shorting was with fake actual money. It wasn't real. They just printed coins and then said they were real, like they were acting as the Federal Reserve. So just crazy, crazy stuff for crypto, completely illegal, completely fraud. And he's smearing mud all over the crypto industry, which is awful as well. The attorney has played an active role in the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple. Deaton has filed an amicus brief on behalf of the XRP supporters, XRP Army in the House, in opposition to the SEC's motion for summary judgment in that case. So let me know down in the comment section, are you XRP Army? Leave me a comment, XRP Army, if you're representing the Army in full. In other trending important news out there, and by the way, if you're new here, my name is Ryan Huggins. I'm a crypto and real estate investor here in Orange County, California. And my job is to help be your crypto shortcut, because if you're like most people, you don't have the opportunity to spend hours a day going through all these articles, staring at the charts all day. But that is what I do. That's my job. And I bring that information to you in a condensed manner. So make sure you click that subscribe button. Also, I'm not a financial advisor, so do not ever buy or sell anything, because we talk about on this channel. This is just financial entertainment and education. Other trending news right now is U.S. regulators may face scrutiny over FTX links. Like I was just saying, they were all both. By the way, if you're confused, Republicans, Democrats, they're the same party. They act like they're fighting against each other. Dude, behind the scenes, when we're not around, when they're not on TV, they're having drinks, having a good old time, eating a $50,000 steak dinner with each other, you know, like out of freaking crazy lavish stuff on our money. It's ridiculous. Ripple is unfazed by current market debacle, sees global expansion of ODL as XRP eyes massive traction. We talked about that yesterday. They are now also going to be adding Africa into their expansion. JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo among potentially exposed FTX parties. Now, this is something I've also been talking to you guys all about. The FTX collapse, they were talking about, oh, it's just crypto. It's just people that own crypto. There was major money that was pumping. I mean, how do you get billions of dollars? Everyone was pumping money. JP Morgan, Chase, Wells Fargo, big banks, but also tons and tons of hedge funds pumping and pumping and pumping fiat into this system where Sam Bankman-Fried stole it all and now he ran off with it. And worse than that, not only is crypto going to be collapsing, which we're seeing, but watch for the stock market. We could see some really dangerous stuff going on there with these big major dominoes about to fall on the traditional trad finance coming soon. Ripple CEO says current crisis will make crypto stronger, announces huge updates. So the cool thing about Brad Garlinghouse, the team over at XRP and team over at Ripple, they're still continuing to build. They're still continuing to hire. Obviously, the dust will settle. All the crap coins will be flushed out. Unfortunately, some of us have coins in our bags right now that may never come back. Hopefully, they all pump again one day. But the reality is the real legit coins will be coming back to life for sure. Bitcoin price target now 13,500. We've been talking about that. It's possible down there and so on. So some wild and crazy stuff going around in the news. Let's jump over to those charts.
If you're ready to earn an extra $200 to $3,000 per day in passive income, just like the Run Guys do every single day, then like this video, subscribe to the channel, then click the link in the description of this video to learn the Run Guys' #1 way to start earning passive income online with crypto today.
All right, so we have recently been covering lots and lots of stuff. I've been trying to track a couple of things here now. I've been marking with these blue lines. So what I'm going to do is on the hourly charts, at the day of my recording, which is the 1500 hour, which I do every single day. So if you're new here, subscribe, come back. You can see my videos. They go live 5 p.m. Pacific time every single day. And we've been talking about how price goes up and down, but now we're going to be able to monitor it come back. So tomorrow, after you watch my video, then you can come back and be like, oh yeah, check it out. It's what happened. So yesterday we did record right here. We did talk specifically about there is a lot of lower time frame positivity. And sure enough, price did stay sideways, but then pumped on that lower time frame, went right up into our supply and demand zone and wicked right in it, and then fell back out of that. You can see here the trend lines with breaks by Lux Algo did establish a trend line point here, and it's been holding pretty strong. Well, not pretty strong. It's been holding solid exact for quite some time. We did bust through this on the 1 hour chart to the upside, but still can't seem to break that move above this 38,543 zone that's acting as a resistance. We did get a little wick in there, like I just said, but unfortunately it's not going there. So we will reevaluate, see what's going on here. As we can see on the hourly, we did get up to the top of our volatility band. So we could see a return back to lower levels, bouncing back off of our market baseline, the yellow line here. But we'll take a deep dive and we'll check on my algorithms that I have running on the side as well, figuring that out. But let's look at the weekly charts here. So as we can see right now on the weekly charts, we're having a green week as well, which is really exciting. We have talked about this for quite some time about how we've been inside of this green background of the TDI RSI with divergences, and that was giving us lots and lots of momentum. We did definitely cover that we got outside of this volatility band. We could have a return back to market baseline, which we're getting very close to now. But what's interesting is we have had a rebound. So we've had a rebound, and we take a look here on the dailies. Like I said, the weekly chart, and then we'll flip back. So the weekly chart, there's 3 days, 1 hour left. So when we jump to the dailies, this is where our weekly candle started. It's the Monday candle. Basically, okay, so this is how it works. As you can see, the candles, the daily candles in 1 minute and 30 seconds, okay? So on Sunday, at this time, every Sunday, they turn off, the new candle starts. And so we did start pumping up. Yesterday, we had that little bit of a pullback, right? It was actually a pretty strong pullback considering it was a bearish engulfing versus the day before. And now today we've moved up into the same level. So we got here rejected, we got here rejected, we got here rejected. We've got to keep a very close eye out. Are we going to be coming back down to this side? And again, our daily supply and demand zones do show, or our daily RSI does show a curling now of the RSI straightening out. And this will either dip down or we can pump through. If we surge through here, we could see a nice pump to the upside. We do still have our 1100 exponential moving average. That is our upside target, which is that 51 cent range, right? So we want to see this nice pump to the upside, 51 cent range, but we'll do a deeper dive. So let's go ahead and go back to the weekly. Like I said, we have a nice upside start to the week. This is not good sign right here, though. So we have this right here. After today, it'll start to crank up, but we still have this red background, which does indicate bearish. So we can see last year when there was a red background, and this is weekly, so red background here, drop, 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 drop. All right, there's a couple of green weeks on there, but you can see right now, the only thing that's saving us is that we are above the market baseline. If we go back in history, where price had flipped the market or had flipped the background to red, there was one right here while it was still green background, and we did have a significant sell-off there. So we're keeping an eye on that. History does tend to repeat itself, and it's pretty far gapped away. So, depending on how powerful this weekly candle finishes, then great. If we finish poorly and this ends up turning to a bearish candle, that would probably end up really not looking great for us. The other thing that I'm trying to keep track of here for us is this weekly RSI trend line. We don't really want to break that trend. We do want new lower lows. I know some of you guys are like, no, I don't want new lower lows, but the new lower low is right there. And the reason we want a new lower low is because we'll have a new higher low on the RSI, a new lower low on price. And what does that do for us? Our trend line would be lower. Our trend line is up. Boom. Bullish divergence on the weekly charts. So that would be very, very positive for everybody. Now, flipping back to the daily charts here, we have the bearish background, but we have the green flipped background, which is the semi-bullish scenario, right? So today's candle just kicked off, just started. It's green already. So this candle's starting to the upside. We're going to see if it can make it back to here. We need to challenge and bust through this level. We need to bust through 39 cents. We need to go up, bust through 39 cents. That gets this moving up. Then we have bullish scenario. Let's go to the 4-hour charts. As you can see, green background, and we've been bullish on the actual price charts as well. We have had a little pullback here, but as you can see, we are still showing strength with XRP at the moment. If this turns down, then everything changes. And let's drop down to the hourly charts again, and let's do our supply and demand zone. So as we go back in time, we do have our last up candle before a down move. And then we have our last up candle before a down move, up candle before down move. So this is the candle that we're utilizing. To the downside, we have, this is our 4-hour one, but we're going to use this new 1-hour one right here. All right. So now we have this as a resistance. If all of that fails, if that continues to reject here, and we have a continued move to the downside, well, we have to fight all of this levels here. So there's a lot of support to prevent the drop. We have this low, and we have this low right there. So there's a support, and the strongest support, honestly, right now is this 50 exponential moving average. It's going to be difficult to fall through that anyway. So as it comes down, it's going to have to fall through that. Then it's going to have to fall through this trend line. Then it's going to have to fall through this support. Then it's going to have to fall through this support. And if it does all of that, then it really does want to be, the bulls are done, right? The bears have fully grasped the strength to push it all the way down. Then we'll see a potential return into these levels here of 34 cents. And then we'll reevaluate tomorrow and see what all played out. As we can see right here, though, our background is bullish. We have now flipped to the red background on the RSI, though, giving us a little bit of a bearish indication there on this 1-hour chart. Again, this very likely could flip back up, though, because like price comes down, and we do have the trend line break to the upside, confirmed break. And usually when a confirmed break happens, price will eventually make its way up slowly but surely to this overbought territory again of the 70 level before making a crash down. All right, cool. So now let's go ahead and evaluate my algorithm over here and see what it says for us. So we're going to XRP, and we're going to look at the daily chart first. Daily chart is showing bearish. However, I need to show you something. What's really cool about this system, what it tells us is for the daily bearish scenario to play out, though, price has to come all the way back up above the 50. So what will happen is it'll come up and then wrap down. So price would come up and hit this trend line. Basically, it would look something like this. So here, and then we would have a pretty significant down. That's how that would work for the daily bearish, like play out to play out. Again, not financial advice, but that's just what I'm telling you. That's what happens. Okay, 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart is very bearish. However, if it's going to break, let's go back to the 4-hour. If it's going to break, well, we don't want that. We want this right here. So if this is going to break on the 4-hour charts, we are needing to get above this again. So, and I mean, shoot, that's looking like, so price gets up here, and then we would have a drop down here. Okay, so price does have to go up for this 4-hour bearish indicator on my system to play out. So it does need to go up, and price very likely is going to come and retest this level here, that 38,543. That's if it even breaks back above the 50. The 50 could just be a blocker the whole way. But we have all this bullish indication. This is flying up, things of that nature. So daily bearish, 4-hour bearish, 1 hour. Let's look at the 1 hour chart. So it's looking like these last couple days, right? So it's very bearish over the long term, but that early short term was bullish into making that move. So we're going to take a look and see what happens. On the 1 hour charts here, here's a little something that's interesting. We're in a dilemma a little bit because the 1 hour charts are showing the opposite. So what's really great right now is for the 1 hour chart, we could easily see this thing continue up. But now the indicators there are saying that if price comes down below the 50 exponential moving average, it could make a nice rally to the upside. So let's keep that in mind. We're going to mark this. We're going to mark this 50 exponential moving average here, the hourly, and we're going to tally that. Text 50 EMA swoop below and charge up for bull. And then we'll make sure that's aligned on the left. So now we have those notes right there. Okay. And well, that's there because then this is that level of support and a level of support. Those are two different items. And then let me go ahead. Actually, I need to change that and put the 1 hour. 1 hour. So I know what I'm talking about because I'll get confused tomorrow. It's a lot of information. By the way, these videos are like, there's a lot of research, a lot of everything that goes into them. So if you're getting value from the videos, please subscribe. Please make a thumbs up down below. Give us some love. Let us know what you're feeling about these videos. I would really appreciate it. Okay, so that's that. Now we can drop down to even lower level here, the 15-minute. Whoa, 15-minute is bullish as can be on XRP. So right now, this is really bullish. So if we go here, this is something to keep an eye on. And then we'll do gray text, 15-minute bullish EMA. Okay, so there's that. So if we either we keep rallying, probably coming up here to this 1100 exponential moving average at 39 cents. Boom, that would be beautiful, really. That just plays out. We'll have to then reevaluate if that can puncture through there. If not, the other thing that can happen that is potentially bullish, price comes down here, swoops this area, then it will make its way up there. So let's go to the smaller time frame of the 5-minute. Oh, 5 minutes saying it's kicking off to the upside right now. So yeah, dude. So what happened was price did come down and only like this candle right here, you could say came down. And now it's trying to make its move to the upside. This indicator showing bullish. So this is good news because the 15-minute could carry out. Now, the only thing is we're getting very close to the top side of this level here. We are breaking. Oh, look at it move right now. Oh, what? Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. That's what I like to see. All right, pump to the upside. Let's see if we can break through this level here. This would be great. And what were we looking for? We were looking for the move to get back up to this 15-minute blue line up here. I'm actually in a trade right now, so I got to move my stop loss. Oh, we are pumping, baby. We are pumping. Close. Boom. Confirm. I'll just take that. That's a win. All right, but look, it's hitting this zone right here, and it's rejecting a little bit right now. Let's see if we can pump through on the next couple minutes. So very exciting stuff right there. You saw it live here. Very, very cool. So jumping over to Bitcoin, Bitcoin is also making a move. And on this 15-minute time frame, let's see here. There's a supply and demand zone here. There's one here. And there's one here. Let's see where this thing pumps through to. So we're on the 15-minute time frame right now. Oh my gosh, look at that candle go. So we know it already punctured that one. We don't need that one anymore. Looks like we got through that one and we got right into that one. But hey, like I always say, when price moves up fast, what does it do? It usually comes down fast as well. That was a big, massive move. So we just opened up the daily candle. Boom, moonshot to the upside, which is really exciting. In fact, what's interesting is yesterday, so let's mark our days off here. Oh, actually, we don't really have much time. I got to go. Okay, so it got to that zone right there. It may be kicking back off from there. However, there's potential. I'm just going to run through Bitcoin here. I got to go edit this video before it's too late. Daily is still bearish. 4 hour is bearish, but it has to break a very much lower level. So don't worry about that right now. The 1 hour, I don't know. 1 hour is iffy, so we're not going to do that. 15 minutes surging for sure, because we just saw that surge. And that was, you know what happened? It played out that 5-minute scenario that I was telling you guys about on XRP. It did the same thing here, right? So price came, swooped a little below the 50. Boom. It just went shooting up. And also this red line's about to cross the blue line here. So the 50 exponential moving average is about to cross the 1100 exponential moving average. That generally makes a surge like that. So that's exciting news there. But on the higher time frames, though, we're looking bearish. And so what I'm looking at here is on the 4 hour time frames for this to play out. It's back to the 4 hour. What's going to have to happen? Geez, that made a massive move. Actually, on Bitcoin, it could be the 1 hour. So we'll go to 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, you can see Bitcoin has now surged up above the 50 exponential moving average. We're watching for now, if that was the top, if it does not continue to surge to higher highs, this price could come. And if it drops below, okay, so I'm going to take that note there. Again, not financial advice, but if this price does, like, if that was just some sort of liquidation move to go and clear out all the shorts that were here, and then all of a sudden, bam, it closes down. That's a possibility. Price could just continue up for the next several hours, though, to get up into here before that. And if it does, the reason being is it's going to chase the 4 hour 50 exponential moving average, which is very positive because look how high that is up here. 17,179. So right now, Bitcoin's going to either climb all the way up to here and then get above it and swoop down, or it's going to stall and just swoop down over time. So we're either climbing or we're going to stall and swoop down. That's what we got on Ethereum, or that's what we got on Bitcoin. Now let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum's daily charts are bearish. 4 hour charts are bearish. 1 hour charts. So 1 hour charts, same scenario here. So if we go to 1 hour charts, price has to get back above, right? So you can see, as we talked about yesterday when I recorded my video, price could very well come back into this supply and demand zone, came tap, 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 bounced out, use it as a support again. What it can do now, we are up here, we're flipped bullish here at least. Price hasn't moved much, so there is a potential explosion of price that could happen for Ethereum. 1 hour's bearish if it flips over. 15-minute kind of just did its little flip thing. So watch for the 15-minute here now that that's above that. With ETH, same exact thing. Except for it didn't have the big push up like XRP. So this could just simply roll over here. If we go to the 1 hour chart, it would have to go up first, then roll over here. Because right now they're bearish. But those could flip, right? Because these lower time frames are turning. Even Ethereum's just not performing as well as Bitcoin and stuff. So, I mean, over the last couple of days here. So it's been dropping, trading sideways. You know why too? Let's not forget, what are we waiting for? Or what am I waiting for? Same scenario here. We had our June lows, which are here, all the way down at this 878 zone. We have not broke the June lows. We have not created a new lower low. And I want that to happen. Because if that happens, we get this here, a new lower low in price. And it's the same scenarios I was talking about with XRP, right? So boom, price comes here. We have a new higher low on the RSI, but a new lower low on price, bullish divergence. And I can show you an example of why that could be really exciting. If we go back in time in history, which was a long time ago, it's very rare that this happens. A legit, I mean, there you can see here, there's a hidden bullish and bearish divergence, but a bullish divergence, last time it hit was here. This was the signal. Look at this candle before it, by the way. Look at the candle. Bam, new lows, right? So trickle up, comes down, boom, new lows. And then it started. Bullish divergence. And what did it start? It started some, you know what, awesomeness right there, okay? So that's why I'm like, all right, cool. I'll take the short-term pain for this long-term gain.
If you're ready to earn an extra $200 to $3,000 per day in passive income, just like the Run Guys do every single day, then like this video, subscribe to the channel, then click the link in the description of this video to learn the Run Guys' #1 way to start earning passive income online with crypto today.